What's up, folks? Thought I'd tap in tonight, man. I hadn't popped the video up in here in a couple days now, so I thought I'd just kind of make a video because I want to talk about basically some of the things that we deal with when it comes to negotiable instruments. And I'm not gonna make this video long and drawn out. I'm not gonna do that because I just want to kind of give you something to think about, like food for thought. Try to get the damn light out my eyes so I won't be blinded while I'm driving. I just want y'all to be able to see me while I'm talking, because I'm driving at night, of course. But on my way to Home Depot, it was like 13 degrees 2 days ago, and I be damn in one of them damn water pipes burst in my house. I don't know why they dumbasses want to, whoever created it, built the house. Here in Georgia, some places, I don't know why they got this badass habit of placing water lines in the damn attic. That shit is dumb as hell, you ask me. And this same house, it happened to me 2 years ago. Well, not quite 2 years ago, but a little over a year. Over a year ago. It was on Christmas Eve. My damn ceiling fell in. And it took them two months to even fix the damn ceiling. But anyway, this time I was prepared for it. So when it happened again, I was prepared for it. I was able to cut the water off quickly so it wouldn't, all come down, cause my ceiling to fall. So I shut it down and, of course, put in a maintenance request. But I'm not gonna wait on the maintenance team because they take forever sometimes and put in an emergency, and they see emergencies being the next day or 2 days later. So I ain't got time for that shit. I'm taking care of my dad, so I need to keep water running in the house. So if I gotta fix it myself, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm on my way back to Home Depot so I can get one little thing that I'm missing, and I'll be finished. But negotiable instruments. I look at these things. We always think like, when we work hard, we get them checks and we cash them in and we get these things here. They're like, we've been trained to think that this is the only way we can actually pay our debts. We gotta, you gotta think out of the box. Think out of the box. You know how we quick to say, there's no real money. There's no money. There's no gold and only gold and silver is real money. And never think about what did we actually, who came up with that other than the Constitution? Before the Constitution, what was money? Before gold, what was money? Who determined that gold and silver was the only thing that could be money? Now you think about that. Who came up with that? Because to my understanding, anything that I find of value can serve as money. If I can spend that some bitch, it's money. That's just me. I think everybody can think like that. Say for instance, if I got say a chain, or just say a pair of J's or whatever the hell, a laptop, whatever it is that John Doe wants. He sees that I have that and I like, that he likes it. He wants that. I need a favor. I don't use this laptop any damn way, but I'm not going to give it to him for free. But since he wants it, I'm going to let him earn it. So let's do something. Let's do a trade-off. I need my yard done. He has some lawn equipment, where it's an easy task for him. He can knock it out real quick. That thing will serve, so I will be paying him. Come on over, buddy. Gotcha. Okay. I would be paying him in exchange for him cutting my yard. I would be giving him the laptop. So that laptop would serve as money. That's what they call I'm thinking of it. It's the bill of exchange, not bill of exchange. What they call that thing? It's gonna come to me in a minute. But it's what we perceive to be money at that time. That's what he perceived to be. It plays the role of money, something of value. Gosh, what's the name of that thing? I'm gonna pause the video and figure it out. That's right. It's called a medium exchange. Medium of exchange. So whatever two parties may find, of value, that can take that can play the role of, you know, that's of value that they could use to pay for whatever they're trying to pay for. It is considered money. So I'm not stuck on saying only gold and silver is money, because half of us ain't got no damn gold or silver. But that don't mean we don't have no property. That don't mean you can't buy nothing. You can walk up in a store and get you some of these here, take some of these in there, and you can buy some shit. So technically, we can see this as money too. You know, credit. Sometimes we never even see these things, and we'll go see. You know, say your credit score is, you know, high, you know, pretty decent credit score. You got a credit card. You never see any of these Federal Reserve notes. You never see them at all. You just get to swipe them down, swipe that card or whatever. Use that. Just say you want to use that credit card to start a business. You don't have the actual money itself to do it, but they're crediting you X amount of dollars, a certain limit, certain amount of money in advance. So you can use that. Say it's a $20,000 credit card. Use that to pay for $20,000 worth of equipment or whatever to start your business, because you don't have $20,000 liquid assets. You don't have Federal Reserve notes. You know what I'm saying? $20,000. So you use that credit card to purchase what you need to purchase. Where did that money come from? Is that not money? You know? But anyway, negotiable instruments. I don't know if y'all ever looked up the definition of a negotiable instrument. I'm kind of throwing y'all some nuggets what I'm saying it without saying it. A negotiable instrument. You might want to go look at the definition of a negotiable instrument. If you look at the definition of a negotiable instrument, you'll see for yourself. Like some of y'all dealing with child support, you know, and even I'm dealing with a child support case now. Look at the definition of a negotiable instrument, and you'll see for yourself that that a child support order is a negotiable instrument by definition. And look at how it's described. See exactly what it is. It's a negotiable instrument. Now, everything that we've ever looked at, everything we've ever dealt with, it has a monetary value. And learning, you know, the mechanics of money and what is money and how different things that can be used as money other than these. This is not the only thing that can be used to pay for things. So we got to get out of that mentality of thinking that working your 9 to 5 and you're garnishing your wages, and that's the only way you could pay a debt. It don't go. It's not. That's, you know, it's not limited to that. You got to think deeper. You go into the bills of exchange and all different things. Just look into these different things, and you'll learn that there are different ways to move money. You can draft money. You can draft things. You know, draft things that can satisfy debts. Keep in mind the debts are not the responsibility of the people. It's the responsibility of the United States. And your legal name is a U.S. citizen. Not you, the living man, but the legal name is a U.S. citizen. We talking business here. And if the legal name is a U.S. citizen, the U.S. citizen is supposed to be paying the debts. But how is it supposed to pay debt except through the living man's performance? That's a key word, performance. I'm dropping jewels without letting y'all know, without talking too deep. You got to look into this stuff. The living man is supposed to perform on behalf of the legal name. And when you perform properly, then you say that, you know, child support cases and, you know, different types of legal battles that we have, they won't be so intimidating to you when you know exactly what the hell you're doing and what's going on when it comes to the financial part of it. I think the financial part of it, the main part that people run from, that intimidates a lot of guys. You know, talking about child support, specifically the fathers, we get intimidated by stuff, you know, by even stepping up and signing a paternity acknowledgement form and trying to be on the birth certificate, because, you know, we know that financially they're going to try to come at you as the father. even if you're even while they even ignoring your right to even have access to the child. I think that's something that need to be altered too. Stopped it from the start. If I'm gonna be on the birth certificate, that should come with the right to actually have access to the child. But that's another topic for another discussion. So, but understanding when you're looking at these negotiable instruments, what has already been given to you, what has already been granted to you to be able to live your life freely. When it comes to these various encounters that we have, something's already been given to you. What's been given to you? What's already in your hand? What's already in your possession? Look these things up. Look up certificate of indebtedness. Look that term up. Those terms are very, and I'm not talking about thinking about what you think it might mean. Use the Black's Law Dictionary. Use the Bouvier's Law Dictionary. Look these terms up. See what these things are. And they're telling you what they need to tell you. They're just not going to tell you directly. Now, there is a law here in Georgia, OCGA 1-3-2 and 1-3-1. They have to actually they're supposed to interpret the language that they're using when they come at you in the first place. They're supposed to interpret that language. Let you know exactly what does this shit mean? What do the terms mean that you're using in this paperwork? And that's actually that's a lawful request. You can stop them. You can shut them down trying to use legalese on you without defining it. But none of us ever say nothing about it. So I'm kind of changing the topic a little bit, but that's what it is. You're supposed to raise a concern about it. You're supposed to hold them to that law. They're supposed to interpret that. Interpret what you're saying. Don't use legalese. I don't speak legalese. Look at my previous video. I was just talking about that in my last video. But they're using legalese in here. We're being railroaded with legalese, and we're not raising no type of concern, no type of objection or nothing at all for them using legalese to communicate with non-legalese speakers. And that's and it's designed to confuse you, and they know that. But if you don't say anything about it, they're going to use this language against you, and it's only to their benefit. You communicating with them without calling it out, it creates an implication that you understand what they're saying, that you comprehend, and you're in agreement with the language. So, but when it comes to these terms I'm talking about, with negotiable instruments, certificate of indebtedness, bills of not bills of exchange, but medium of exchange. These types of things, you might want to look into these types of things. And I'm gonna kind of leave that right there. I don't want to say a little too much, because I think I might have this information is already on here because I'm talking, but hell, I'm acting all secretive and shit. But at the same time, there are people on the video on these videos already on the internet already talking about this stuff. They're not saying the full mechanics of what I'm talking about. No, they're not blatant about it, but at the same time, I guess if you study and you read this stuff, you'll know when somebody's talking in codes, and you'll know what the code is when you read and study this stuff. So I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm at Home Depot now, so I thought I'd go ahead and make this video to tap in and give you something to think about. There's something that you've already been given to satisfy debts, discharge, set off, whatever you want to call them, to do away with them. And you just got to know, you got to be willing to read that stuff. Get your feet wet. Get your feet wet. Can't learn how to swim unless you get wet, right? All right. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Emerald signing out. Oh, yeah. I want to read something to y'all real quick, too. This to go with everything I just said to y'all. The definition of a payment. People on child support. Everybody receiving child support orders or whatever, it's supposed to be an obligation to pay. Okay? I'm gonna read y'all the definition of the word payment. Payment. You can find this on Black's Law Dictionary or even Cornell Law. Cornell Law. I'm reading this from Cornell Law. The performance of a duty. First off, it said performance. I used that keyword earlier. The performance of a duty, promise, or obligation, or discharge of a debt, or liability by the delivery of money or other value. So it don't have to be money. It could be something of other value. You got to perform. Delivery of something of money or something else of value. Do what you want to do with that information, y'all. But think outside the box. Okay? When you think outside the box and stay out of that, get rid of that fear and be willing to read and apply this shit that you learn, shit won't be so scary anymore. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Emeralds, signing out.